this series we are looking at various world music traditions and breaking it down into very small tiny bits, almost for revision purposes, for our IGCSE music listening exam. And previously we have looked at African, Arabic as well as Indian music, so please do go watch those previous 3 episodes. They do lay the foundation a little bit for the series. Not that we're going in any specific order, this is just the order that I usually teach the world music traditions in. But hey, today we're diving into Gamelan music, and Gamelan music comes from the beautiful country of Indonesia. And I love how Cambridge, even though they fail when they talk about Africa, because they clump 54 countries together there, and maybe they fail when they talk about Latin America because they clump also the whole of a continent together. That's silly, but okay. But I must admire them and respect them for putting Gamelan music out there. I mean, it's a very specific tradition. Not only is it from a specific country, Indonesia, but also it's a very specific style in that country. I mean, you don't just get Gamelan music in Indonesia. Yeah, so that's quite cool. It's a very specific style. But that being said, this is my least favorite style, I have to admit, because I don't know, this music just has never grown on me. No matter how many times I listen to it, I can't get into it. And I know people who love Gamelan music, and I've heard people on TV say that their favorite music is Gamelan music, and I'm like, wow, respect to you. But that's not me, unfortunately. But hey, if anyone has any good recommendations of some Gamelan music that would maybe get me into the Gamelan mood, or even further examples of different types of music from Indonesia, I would love it. Please do comment below and I will go ahead and give it a listen. I love learning, I love exposing myself to different types of music, and just because I specialize in a certain type of music doesn't mean I can't like or appreciate or even just attempt to listen to other types of music. I don't necessarily have to love it, I don't have to listen to it every day, but I do have to appreciate it for what it is. It's music. And for Cambridge IGCSE music students, you have to listen to it because it's going to be in your exam. So when I think about Gamelan music, I think about Indonesian ensemble playing. And today we're going to look at a few quick quote tips on how to identify something as Gamelan music, some questions to answer when we're listening to it, and then we'll listen to an extract, and that will tie up our summary, for Gamelan. And I think this is the most obvious world music style out there, because when you hear very metallic clanging things, hey, that's your Gamelan music. So we're looking at a very unique musical tradition from Indonesia here. And the ensemble characteristics include metallophones played with mallets, interlocking melodies, almost like this heterophony going on. But I love the word interlocking because it's more than just heterophony going on here. We also have gong-based instrumentation. Like I said, that very metallic sound and a very gong-like sound, but different in the way to Chinese or Japanese music may use gongs. It's very specific. The distinctive sound here is very metallic, very resonant, and they have very structured musical patterns. So when we look at Gamelan music, I'm thinking about a sound exploration and how we can deep dive into this a bit more. With any extract that comes to you, listen for the metallic sounds. Try and count the different layers of instruments that you can hear, and describe the overall instrument texture. If it's heterophony, if it's interlinking, if it's interlocking, it's definitely Gamelan music. And if you hear the metallicism, for lack of a better word, metallic sounds, it's definitely Gamelan music. So we'll take a listen, and that will wrap up our summary for Gamelan music. Okay, and that wraps it up for us today on Gamelan music. On the next episode, we will be deep diving into Japanese music, so I'll see you then.